With respect to our domestic agenda, well, it is pretty clear how Azerbaijan is going to continue its development. Of course, the main priority is a sector which is not related to fossil fuels. This is primarily IT sector. We are now actively working with international companies on AI and issues related to green agenda. But with respect to the regional development and regional cooperation, of course, connectivity is a priority. And I think that the countries of the region are quite strongly united in understanding that this is the way how to move forward. And this is not only about transit, because sometimes when we talk about corridors, about some railroads, some may think that it's about transit and transit fees. No. Transit fees are important, but it's not something which will make your country stronger. The most important is to build capacity en route, to attract foreign investments in the sectors which can generate growth in the coming years. And for this particular reason, we need several basic prerequisites. First, stability and security, and the broader region actually can enjoy a situation where the countries of Central Asia and to the east and now Southern Caucasus and to the west are quite stable countries, especially after the resolution of Karabakh conflict. I think the prospects for stability, security, and development are much broader than ever before. So this is a major factor for promotion of connectivity issues. And second important factor is good relations with your neighbors, because without that you cannot become a transit country. And you have to have good relations not only with your neighbors, but also with the neighbors of your neighbors. And for that you need very proactive diplomacy and very, good image of reliable partner. So what we were trying to do for last decades was to build confidence so that we can demonstrate that the country is a reliable partner and our word has the same value as our signature. So far, that was the case. With respect to connectivity, of course, first thing what we can talk about is Middle Corridor, which today unites quite a broad geography of countries. I mentioned just some of them, but it stretches from east to Western Europe. And this will bring more understanding between different actors, different regions. We still need more understanding. And coming back to the question with respect to COP29, one of my impressions was that there is a lack of confidence between developed and developing countries. Each of them has their own reason to think that they're right, but when the confidence is not in place and when there is a kind of a high level of mistrust, so I think it will be difficult to achieve the goals. So security, stability, very pragmatic approach to your national interests, and good working, constructive relations with your neighbors. And also with respect to regional agenda, I would also name green energy project, because today not only in Azerbaijan, but also in the countries of Central Asia, there are huge investments in solar and wind energy power stations. During COP29 last November in Baku, presidents of Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and Azerbaijan signed an agreement to build a subsea green cable under the Caspian Sea in order to connect future green energy of Central Asia with Azerbaijan's infrastructure. Prior to that, a couple of years before, Azerbaijan, together with Georgia, Romania, and Hungary, also signed document on construction of a green energy cable on the Black Sea. So you can see that this connectivity today goes beyond the region of Caucasus, Central Asia and Europe, but unites. And the point of meeting, I would say, is Azerbaijan, because you cannot change the geography, whether you like it or not, but geography does not always mean that it will bring you security and safety and progress. You have to use your geography for good purposes. So we can already foresee, with respect to what has been signed between us and European countries and countries of Central Asia, that Azerbaijan will be a kind of a hub for green energy transmission, production, and distribution, with very big potential to grow, to make it even more global than it is today. With respect to traditional energy infrastructure projects, today actually we achieved all what we planned. Yes, we know that Europe now needs more gas from Azerbaijan, and we are ready, and we're actually increasing the supply of natural gas to Europe. In 2021 it was 8, now it is 13 BCM. It is half of our overall gas export. But for additional volumes, there must be again pragmatic approach in European institutions with respect to green agenda. When European banks do not any longer finance projects of fossil fuel, the bank like EIB completely stopped, EBRD almost stopped. In these circumstances, there'll be no way how to attract funds to expand our capacity. Today, Southern Gas Corridor works full capacity. So in order to find new destinations, we are using different interconnectors, but the mainstream pipeline is fully packed. So in order to expand it, we need funds, we need borrowed money. So I think that European institutions will consider this situation and will change their policies so that the funds can be attracted. And in these circumstances, what today seems to us as already done deal can grow. So definitely, again, due to different reasons, the need for gas from Azerbaijan in Europe will be here, it will grow. The need for green energy from Azerbaijan also. Yes, we know how many windmills Europe is installing. We know what they're planning to do, but with all that still, they will be in shortage. So let's work as a team. That's what we suggested, our European partners. And Azerbaijan as a geographical destination between Europe and Asia, and also with experience in implementation of huge mega projects, and also with our foreign policy, diversified foreign policy agenda, we are ready to be instrumental. Okay. There are many more, but I don't want to take the time of the audience. Thank you.